Well, since 9/11, the government has spent about $75 billion a year on Homeland Security, like protecting cows in Nebraska from biological warfare, and $500,000 on rescue gear for the North Pole, Alaska, because a lot of people are there, you know. Ryan, that's not all the taxpayers are footing the bill for, but those are some of the things that stand out and you go, what?
Yeah, and there's a lot of them, Robin. You know, at a time when budgets are so tight all across the nation, I think a lot of people are surprised that there's still a lot of spending on security measures with debatable results, honestly. Let's take a look at this map, and we start all the way in Lake McConaughey, Nebraska. They got $42,000 for dive gear and boats with sonars, and this is all to protect from a sleeper cell, grabbing explosives and driving a boat into one of their dams. So you've got projects like that. Let's move over to Glendale, California, where their residence, this is the home of DreamWorks, got a $200,000 Bearcat armored car. And if you've ever seen these things, they're like tanks on Humvees, right? So that's what they have to protect their borders. In Asheville, North Carolina, $750,000 anti-terror security fence built around a VA hospital. Not that these aren't important, but just at a time when budgets are tight, it just seems like a lot to be spending on security. And then West Virginia, $3,000 just on lapel pins.
What's that about?
I have no idea. And, you know, we looked this one up.
Was that really needed?
Exactly. And not only that, thousands of dollars built to cell phone charges. You mentioned the things in Alaska. And all of these things really add up. And, you know, you're talking about Homeland Security, third highest in terms of getting budget money, and not a lot of pushback to try to cut their budget back.
So it's hard to measure if these projects really make you safer or not, but obviously there are some upsides to all of this.
That's right, Robin. And there's a lot of critics that say, you know, outside of war zones, the number of terror-related deaths are just about as many as you see of people dying in bathtubs. So that's how rare it is. But let's talk about the upside. Because you're talking about, first of all, with sonar equipment, that area in Nebraska, that was used to find drowning victims and people who had been victims in water-type crimes because they were able to lend this sonar. Emergency response has gone way up because a lot of the Homeland Security grants are tied in with a clause that says you have to train for all emergencies, not just terror emergencies. That's happened everywhere. And not only that, Robin, jobs. In Utah, there's a $1.5 billion security project going up, and that's going to lend about 10,000 jobs. So unintended benefits, and maybe that's a good thing. Who knows?
10 years after 9/11. Ryan, thank you.